Hi and welcome back. So since last time I've made a little bit of progress on the Tomahawk. The wings are on, so we're looking more and more like a plane. Gonna get on with all the tail end. We're not going to fit landing gear till after we've painted. The same with I don't even know what they're called on the side there for the engines on a Tomahawk. And we're not going to fit the propeller until it's all painted. We'll put them on afterwards, paint them separately. So to me that makes sense. So we'll have a look before we start painting. But I want to talk about painting. So anybody who watched my Defiant build recently will know I like doing my own masks if I can get away from using the decals. And I have just had this delivered. It's a circle cutter. Put it on. Put it on masking tape. Set a size. Lower the blade, turn round and you get circles. Very handy. Very handy when you're working on an RAF plane from the Second World War that has roundels. And I did a few tests, getting better and better, and I've just worked out to cut the hardest one, which is with the yellow circles. So that has the thin outer, next layer, another thin layer, and the inner. So I'm going to attempt to do all the roundels on this kit with masks. So that's going to be interesting and fun. And more on that when we get there. See how we get on. Might do just a detailed video just on these. But I think next up, because there's so many parts I'm not putting together, I'll probably do some assemblies of propellers and landing gear. But we'll get this ready for painting when we'll next have a look at things. Right, so you will notice wings, etc. on. We've got a coat of primer on, everything's masked up, ready for it. So it's illuminated that I need to get a bit of filling in here. This area needs neatening up a bit. And we need to do a little bit of neatening along here, which is the whole point of putting a thin layer of primer on. So I'm going to get all that tidied up. I'm busy painting the propellers and the landing gear all separately because we're going to paint this before we attach them. So I'm not sure when we'll have a look at this next. Possibly before we start putting down the main colours. Right, so been making some progress. Got the bottom of the plane all painted in the medium sea grey. Can just about tell the difference between what I use as a primer and the sea grey. You'll notice I have masked it off to protect it because we're now ready to hit the top with our first colour. Also been working on the wheels. Really happy with how these are coming out. Made use of my circle mask cutter. Able to get really accurate. Really pleased with how easy these were. So that was a success. I'm working on the propeller as well. But that's in several pieces at different parts of the room. As I say, next up we're going to get the top of the plane hit with our Ocean Grey. I'm using Vallejo as opposed to the HUMBROL. It's 106, the HUMBROL. Even though it doesn't say it on the box, that's what it is. I also have the masks for the clear parts. I'm going to get these masked up separately and paint them not attached. So I think next time we see anything, we should have one coat of, we should have this coated in the Ocean Grey, the canopy masked up, not attached, and probably also painted in the Ocean Grey. And then we'll go over how we're going to do the green pattern onto it. Right, so as you can see, I've done all of it with masking liquid masks. So I used the HUMBROL mask oil to do the outlines. So I like using that. I don't use this often, but it was just ideal to fill in the centre parts. I find it a bit thick and a lot harder to control, but masking Sol Neo done really well at filling it in, the insides of the shapes. So next up, I'm going to get this all coated with the Vallejo dark green. So as you can see, I've got the green on and I've started to pull off some of this liquid mask. Really easy. Literally, I just rub my finger and it comes away. And we get our camouflage. So I'm going to get the rest of this off and then we're on to roundels. We'll briefly go over them in this video, but I'm also have to do at the same time a longer video of the whole process of doing these. And hopefully they're going to work. Okay, as you can see, this has now got its camouflage on. Used the Vallejo, but used the equivalent to what the HUMBROL asked for. So we've gone with Ocean Grey and dark green. I think it looks quite nice. So next is doing the really complicated painting. I'm going to put a separate video out of these, so we're not going to cover it massively in this one. But we're going to be making masks for these roundels. Masks for, I don't know what you call them, flags on that go on the tail wing, so that we get the same blue and same red. I'm going to be painting these parts in, this decal painted in, so there won't actually be a lot of decal work once I'm finished. In this video, I might show you as I do put a couple of the masks on. I might just go straight through and reveal after we've done it. But it will be shown in detail in a separate video, which I think is the best way to do this. Right, so I have painted in this yellow stripe and these black stripes instead of using the decals. Really happy, not difficult. So next I'm going to be doing these all these roundels. You'll see I've got loads of blanks already cut ready. These are, you can see me doing this whole thing on another video that's coming out. So as you can see, I've got the roundels painted in now. Got them all done. A couple needed a little bit of touch up. Also did the tail. But I'm really happy with how that worked. Obviously, there's a separate video of the whole process. We're not going to go over it twice. But basically, it was lots of cutting with my disc-based circle cutter. And lots of time to do it. But it does mean that we still have all the details showing from the model without the decals in the way. So next up, I'm going to get the propellers, the wheels all on, and then we're going to be ready to put the few decals we are using down. So I think next time we look, it'll be just before decals go down. Right, so landing gears on. These bits not sure what you call them, are on from the engines. Really happy with how the landing gear's gone. So this has had a gloss coat, so now it's decal time. So I'm going to start on the underside, then the top. I think we'll just go on now and put everything together. Decals are already on the propeller because I want to keep this part gloss. So I think next time we see things, I'll actually have decals on, propellers in place and the canopy in place so I can see the finished model. So that's finished build. Really happy with it. Got to do some new things with the roundels. Really good fun. Used window masks on an aeroplane model for the first time. Worked really well. Reckon I could probably do that myself without buying the mask kit, but good to try. Lot of the decals not used, but really nice kit. I know I had my gripe about the paints, and I still stick with that. Like, wouldn't take a lot for them to add the names, but as a kit, really good. Really enjoyed it. The decals I used, fantastic quality. Can we get close to there? Where that's got three decals on it, and you can see everything under, and it stuck so well. Really pleased with that. Decals really good quality. Airfix knocked out the park with decals. Yeah, I'm really happy with this build, and I've just noticed I put the propeller on backwards. Oops. Oh well. But yeah, good fun. Glad I practiced with the cut my own roundels. I'll definitely do that again, and it's something I've wanted for other kits, so it's got a really good tool in my arsenal. But for now, thank you for watching. Keep trekking and keep modelling. Thank you. Goodbye.